afternoon, everyone. It's me. I'm here alone. Don't worry. Obviously, Nick's on his way to Stuttgart. Jarvis is, I think, on his way to Stuttgart, or he's in Hamburg, or he's doing something. So it's just me. My flight leaves tomorrow morning. So right now, we got to deal with me for the pre-game show, the last pre-game show of the 2025 season. Can you believe that? It's flown by. How is everyone in the chat? Because he already. Marcus is here, of course. Karen's here, Chris is here, Boogie's here, Lara's here. Bunch of people still in the chat as well. Great to see everyone. I hope to see you guys tomorrow as well. It's going to be awesome. We've got the PowerPoint and everything. We'll get to that in just a second. But I don't want to wait any longer. I want to talk about the game between the Stuttgart Surge and the Vienna Vikings for the 2025 ELF Championship. Let's get into it. Look at it. I mean, already 10-2, 11-1. These teams are very, very competitive. The matchups in this one are unbelievable. I just put up a whole video about the matchups in this beautiful graphic there. You can see some of the familiar faces. I want to know you guys' favorite matchup too, right? Of course, I've gone in depth about this in my own thing. You got Ben Holmes, you got Riley Hennessy. One of these guys is going to be 0-2 in championship games. So for me, that's a big point. We're talking about legacies. We're talking about the best callbacks to ever play. Maybe one of them ain't going to win a championship this weekend. Well, we know one of them ain't going to win a championship this weekend. Tons and tons and tons going on there. I'm so excited. Honestly, the storylines in this game, I mean, matchup-wise, again, I've just talked about the defensive lines, the offensive lines. Vienna, let me just read you out some names. We got Milanovic, all-time great. Victor Stoffel, unbelievable player. David Ruta, also an all-star. You've got Lucas Holub as well. And on the Surge, that plays against Chris Malumba, Robert Lackman, like Sasha Beck and Rafael Zisla, Simon Buch, Bernard Gruber, like Strathman, all of these guys are just phenomenal. So many amazing matchups. Let's put the keys to the game up for whoever is first. I cannot actually remember who is first. I think it's Vienna. It is Vienna. Keep active in the run game. This has been a big thing for them this playoff run, right? They've been using Kari Parvarin a ton this whole season. He's a phenomenal player. Also, you got Johan Schutz, you've got Vegan as well. There's a nice change of pace. Keep people active, keep them moving around. This also for Kari. We're talking about storyline beats. This is big for Kari as well. He overcomes a rough final last year, right? 2 fumbles, big time. Now he's coming into another final. He can right that wrong now with a big performance. So that for me, another key storyline beat to keep you around this weekend. Honestly, it's about 100 of them. Guarding the middle. Now, this is also with defense as well. There is a bunch of open space in this Vienna defense that Surge are going to be able to use. We saw that a ton in Surge's last game. They attacked the middle of the field, especially with Gar, especially with Harley. So we'll see that kind of play into this one, I think. Vienna going to play a lot. Maybe cover 2 zones, trying to clamp up that middle a little bit, make it a little bit more difficult for Riley Hennessy to throw over the middle. I think that's going to be a big point. And getting to the ball fast. You know what I saw from Vienna? I know, see, last year, right, I said about the linebackers. I said they're going to struggle tackling with Glenn. Few people to that personally, they're like, oh, you know what? We'll show you. However, in this one, they did not hustle to the ball fast enough in the semi-final for me. There was times as well during the regular season they're just not crashing down onto the play like I would want them to. A little bit slow, a little bit lackadaisical sometimes from the Vienna Vikings linebackers. So this is my fuel to the fire and get them involved. Let's flip it around a little bit. I see Marcus is excited about Big Cognac. He's very, very important in this one. Let's throw up the Surge key to the games real quick. If you would not mind, get Riley going early. It's the first thing I thought about when doing these keys to the game. Big Cognac needs to start dancing soon. They need to get him in the end zone nice and early, get him in rhythm, get his arm warmed up, get his feet warmed. A very good running quarterback, Riley Hennessy. Big dude as well. It's hard to stop when it comes to these goal line situations. It's very important for him to get active early, I feel. You know, he's a guy that comes off a tempo. He's a tempo quarterback. He gets cooking. It's kind of hard to stop him when he gets into a full kind of swing of things, you know, especially in a final game. You know, Riley has talked openly about retirement over the last couple of seasons. Obviously, the last like 5 years with Riley talking about retirement. This one in Stuttgart, in the home city of the team he's playing at. we're on retirement watch, which is sad. It's not what we want to hear. We want Riley around forever, but this would be a good way to finish it off. And he knows that the pressure is all on him to kind of deliver that, especially after last year's end to the season. Not what they wanted. Now is also time to overcome that. There's a lot of overcoming with these two teams. Finish in the red zone as well. Just talked about Riley with Munich. Didn't finish in the red zone quite as effectively and efficiently as perhaps they would have wanted. They need to get a lead against Vienna. Once they get a lead, they'll be able to work it out. But, getting a lead ain't easy. In the playoffs, you need to score points, whether that's field goals, getting touchdowns from these simple situations. And when you're inside the 20, you need to score. There's not a reason you shouldn't be scoring. We saw that a lot with both teams over the last year. Keep Raheem Wilson on whoever is hot. Now, I have not stressed a receiver in particular because Vienna have quite a lot of receivers, of course. Yannick Meyer had a big game in the semi-final. Reece Horn's one of the best receivers to ever play in Europe. You've got Noah Torre, also a phenomenal young talent. There's a ton of guys so you could have him cover. Ben has probably got a game plan of who he's going to target more. Raheem Wilson needs to be able to travel, move. Maybe they disguise him a little bit, move him around, try and switch him up a little bit because he's been, honestly, a defensive player of the year kind of nominee off-season, like postseason. He's been incredible. He zeroed Crookshank. He finished off Malik Stanley in their playoff run. Done. Out of the way. Two elite receivers. Completely kind of, not like completely shut out, but kind of, I'm going to be honest, it kind of was. And I love both of those guys. Phenomenal players. Two of the very best in the league, but it kind of shows you how good Raheem Wilson has been this postseason. He's been incredible. So kind of moving him around to be a big deal. But how can I not talk about the Surge defense a little bit more, right? We've got not only Raheem Wilson, Mitch Fettig has been unbelievable. Emery Lala was one of the best. I'm talking about the wrong team. I'm talking about, I'm getting the flustered. I'm talking about Vienna's. Mitch Fettig, Marko Vidakovic, both of those safeties have been incredible. We've got Ben Wentzler, we've got Westerberg, we've got Ingles, super underappreciated, underrated German talent. So really, I think the German talent versus the Austrian talent in this one is going to win in the game. I think it's going to be great. Wentzler versus Torre, like that's box office stuff. I'm really excited to see who wins that one. Or Wentzler versus Meyer, you could pick a ton of them. What's up, Alex, as well in the chat? Marcus is hyped up as well. Karen is getting targeted by Marcus's Surge, but this is such a good defense that the Surge have built. I will go out on a limb and say it's probably one of the best defenses ever built in Europe. Just the talent throughout. I mean, you've got amazing linebackers, you've got amazing DBs, you've got amazing defensive line. Like, it's just depth as well is incredible. Let's talk about a little bit about Vienna's one, and then I'll move on to the next because we talked so much about quarterbacks, so much about offense. And I want to do the justice to Vienna's defense as well, because Elmary Lalo has been so good this year. I think he could be an all-star. Moves around that defense a ton. Amani Dennis, Divine Buckram. I didn't talk about Buckram as much as I wanted to in my previous installments, but he is incredible as well. Big pick against Nordic Storm. Kind of swung the tempo a little bit for them. That defensive line, man, is so good. You got Lucky, who was like so good this year. You got Aaron Donkor, who's just probably one of the most refined and technical Europeans we've ever seen. You got Thomas Schaefer, you got Florian Sudi. It's just such talent defensive line. And linebackers, of course, Timmy Nuka. You have, of course, a friend of myself, Noah Swancore. So there's going to be a lot. Going to be a lot of talent in this one. TNT's here as well. I think it's just going to be such a fantastic performance. Probably the best, I would say, European group of players maybe ever in any final. I mean, that may be a hot take, but I think of what it is. That being said, we are going to go into a very quick ad break, and we're going to go into the question of the week. There's tons of things. You guys can leave comments in the thing about what you want to see. We'll talk about after the ad. But first, a word from my sponsors.
The Egret scooter. Shout out to Euronics and Egret for sending this scooter. You know what? I might just be faster than the fastest player of the week on this thing.
Turns upfield. He's across the 20 to the 30, 40. He's to the 50. It's a foot race. Well, maybe.
There we go. Nick's not here in person, but he's here in spirit still. It is amazing ad campaign. I'm sure he'll watch this back later as well to hear my great analysis, just my excitement and thrill over the two teams that we have playing in this championship game. We have here our Euronics and our DeLonghi question of the week. In your opinion, which safeties deserve to be in the All-Star teams? This for me was a very hard one, honestly. Some amazing safety play this year, arguably the best we've ever had. I know I've said that about 6 times already, but it's generally just so good. Not live on Twitch, I don't know, but it's live on YouTube and you're watching it, so you're all good. You get the scoop and the inside details of what I'm saying. Also, our votes, I think we have a date. Flash up if we do have a date for that one. Lucas, not 100% sure if we do or don't have an official date for when we'll have that, but I'll try and see what we got, Karen. But for my all-star safeties, right? I voted for Elmarie Lalo from the Vienna Vikings. He just played everywhere. He was listed as safety. He could play nickel. He can play outside of the corner. He can play as a linebacker. Super versatile guy. I think he was incredible this year. Ton of big plays as well. Latoya Fencher from the Prague Lions. Ton of big interceptions. Really just turned his career into a defensive player of the year nominee. I think it'd be kind of crazy to not have him in there. Cole Coleman came back, had a great year, including a pick in the semifinal. And I made that all-star selection before the semifinals. That's how good I am at evaluating these all-stars. I'm just saying, there we go. You will see Karen's got Cole Coleman in as well. Shabitz, maybe personally not all-star for me, but had a good season, had a great season, to be fair. Ton of Quiver members too. There we go. First time magazine is going to show up. They got a ton of gap. We got everyone's coming to the championship. It's a place to be. And then my last one. This one's Suleiman Koromoko from the Paris Musketeers. You want to get into tape, see high-level safety play, go and watch the French safety. He's incredible. Honestly, though, probably about 10, 15 guys you could have in this safety discussion, and all of it would make sense. Let me know your guys, your all-stars. Ken Hike is huge TNT. He's a corner that I would have in the all-stars, going on all-star discussion. Let me know who you think. We're going to go one more little ad, and then we'll be back. This one's nice and quick, but we'll be right back.
Discover it at Euronics.
Go, gorgeous stuff. I'm going to be drinking a lot of coffee. I'm not going to lie. Tomorrow morning, I'm up ridiculously early to get in Stuttgart nice so I can see a little bit and build myself up for this championship game. Speaking of which, we have the schedule, and all of this is on Instagram. If you want to go take a detailed look of it in German or in English, it's all on there. Really, really easy to read. We have the Saturday timetable. We've got the power party, got the experience day, of course. We have the honors, which I will be attending. Nick will be attending. A ton of players will be there. Everyone will be there. It's going to be really, really great. Last year was honestly one of the best experiences of my life, and I have moments from the last year's awards that I'm truly never, ever going to forget, even when I'm old and 90 plus, you know. So I would advise go. It's honestly a great experience. And, of course, the pregame party as well. And then coming into the big day on Sunday, we have the power party again. It's time for 10 a.m. You have the experience day, the opening ceremony, followed by a 3 p.m. local time kickoff. Local time, Germany, in Stuttgart, to 3 p.m. Germany. Adjust to where you are watching currently. 3 p.m. local time. Just want to bring that in. And of course, after that will be championship celebrations for one of these teams. Who do you guys think? Of course, this is a short and more condensed show because it's just me, you know, no one to bounce off of as much. But Nick's, of course, traveling over, and I wanted to keep this one nice and brief for all these people. But who do you think is going to win? Let me know. Comment down below. Of course, people watching the relive, comment there as well. I'm going to put myself on blast. I'm going to put myself open for it. I'm going to pick. It's my formal prediction here. The Vienna Vikings, I think, are going to take home the championship with a score of 28-26. It's going to be close. It's going to be a weird score. Granted, I'm just coming off the top of my head. I think this one's going to be a great battle. It could be, honestly, it could be really low scoring. It could be really high scoring. We don't really know what we're going to get from this one because the teams are so diverse, so versatile, so adaptive. It's going to be amazing. Chris is there as well. He got Surge as well for Lara. I don't really need to go into rocket science about who I think Marcus is going to pick. There we go. Kind of obvious he's going to go for the Surge in this one. I'm going to risk and say probably I think Nick would go for the Surge as well if you could pick. Same breath, I think Alex Malchow more leaning towards MVP. I should pick an MVP as well, actually, for the championship game. And I think that probably will be Ben. I think he has a big game, leads a win. This could be his MVP. Appreciate you, Anno Carl, as well. Thank you very much, everyone. And most of the people going Surge, no Vikings. I'm kind of interested. That's kind of crazy. Maybe I'm the only one going for it, but I think, oh my gosh, we get an overtime championship game. That'd be so great. Reach out to me directly if you want to tell me about it as well. So, thank you very much, guys. This was the last game preview of the year. I'm kind of sad. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of sad about it, but it is what it is. We move into the championship game with grace and elegance. I'll see a lot of you there at the championship game. So if you see me, come and say hello. Much appreciated. See you tomorrow/weekend. See you in a bit. Ta-ra. Goodbye. Bye.